What is going on, guys? Momentum here from the Rising Studios channel, back again for the first Sony Vegas tutorial, which was suggested in the last video for me to do. And I was thinking of what should I do, what effects should I do, and I was thinking, well, I shouldn't really start everyone off with just effects. That I should start everyone off with syncing, because syncing is like the basic thing you need to know with editing. Without good syncing, it won't look good. You could even just have no effects and just good syncing, and it'll still look great. So assuming that you know how to open things up, like video tracks and stuff, I'm not gonna go in depth on like every little tiny thing that I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna go ahead and drag in or open up a song. I'll just do this one, and I'm gonna insert some audio and video tracks, an audio and video track, and I'm gonna open up a clip. Now you can get trick shots and feeds from like pretty much any Call of Duty if you just look it up, free download. And so I have some saved. I'm just gonna go to clips, and I'll use this one, Jalsi's 5-man headshot, and just go ahead and select yes, because I didn't previously make a new project for the dimensions and frame rate that I needed. But if you do this, and you're just gonna start off from the very beginning, just click File, New, and then it'll give this, and then you just want to type in your dimensions here, and then select what frame rate you want. I suggest using 60 FPS clips, but then rendering in 30 FPS, because when you speed up and then you slow down, you can see that the frame rate changed since you're changing the speed to 50%. So we at 30 FPS. Just trust me, Elemental did a video on it. If you really want to know in depth of what I'm talking about, please go check out his video. I'll put that link in the description below. Once you drag it in, you don't really want this background noise, so you're just gonna want to click your audio track, click U, and then click delete, and that'll get rid of your audio track. You can also just right click the audio track itself and click delete track, but if you don't want to delete the whole track, you can just remove the audio. So go ahead and do that, and we're gonna go ahead and find where the beat drops here. So here it's coming up. Right here. So we're just gonna go ahead and trim the whole start, and let's go ahead and find the place. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention: after you drag in your clip, the first thing you want to do, you want to get into this habit, which I slack on a lot actually, and I end up having to go back and do it again, or I mean do it. It's just sometimes gets stressful if you accidentally render it and it's not disabled. But you're gonna just want to right click your video track, switches, and disable resample. Always do this. It gets rid of this really weird ghosting effect from the movements. It'll like leave this like three frames before when your next frame starts, and it looks really weird. But just disable that and you'll be fine. After you do that, we're gonna place markers at our beats, because one, markers make it more organized, and two, you can snap on the velocity points right on where the beat is, which the marker will be at. It makes it much more organized. A lot of people don't use markers, and I always think like how they do it, because I always have to use markers. But here's the beat drop. Let's just go ahead and we're gonna click M at our beat drop, and then enter. Well, yeah, I just click M and then enter, and that'll select the point, and then you just wanna, you can do it at claps too, depending on your song, because you know, if you're using a rap song, there's usually not a lot of claps, there's usually just a lot of beats. But if you're using like an electronic song, there's probably lots of claps as well. I'm using this remix, so it has a good rhythm of both. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna go down the line, And we're gonna keep going. And right here. Now, I'm gonna go through this whole thing. It probably won't take long, but I will see you guys here in a minute. Okay, I am back. I marked up the whole thing, and this might look like a bit of a mess with all the markers here. Now, you can just go ahead and manually find it, the markers or the beats, and place markers there, which is usually what I do. But sometimes, if I want to make sure that it's exactly where it is, you can go ahead and check out Elemental's video on how to sync clips and trick shots, which he goes in depth on the BPM of the song, and so that you can make sure that it gets matched up with the it just properly. I just usually go ahead and just find the beats, which a lot of people usually do, and just marker them. But we're gonna go ahead and find a spot where we want to start off. So let's go ahead and start off. We're gonna start off right there. After you do that, you're gonna want to right click your clip, insert or move envelope, and click velocity, and you'll get this green bar on your clip. After you do that, you're gonna want to right click it and click 50%, the first point at the very beginning. And then about 3 or 4 frames in, you want to double click on it, and that'll give you this green box. That's a velocity point. And then you want to right click the one at the beginning and select 300%. And now we can move this clip up. And yeah, that looks good right now. It'll look way better once we get through the whole thing. Once you select your first marker and double click right on it. And that'll give you another velocity point, 3 or 4 frames towards the beginning, like right here, and then again at the beginning, right there, and that'll give you, and okay, wait, go back. And so you have 3 points here, and then one at the middle on the beat. You want to right click and set to 300% velocity. Depending on your song, depending on the flow, depending on the clip, it really all just depends. You kind of have to eyeball it. I really can't, this is just the basics. I really can't just tell you exactly what to do, because it doesn't really work with every song. I've had troubles with trying to edit to a song that just doesn't really add up. There's like a slow part of the song, and yeah. So you can use 300%. You can also use 200%. Yeah, it's not really noticeable unless you have your clip, unless you have it at certain points. It'll look better, but usually just stick with 300. So we're gonna actually shorten this clip up, and we're gonna have him try to shoot. Yeah, we'll do that there. Well, I was gonna plan on having him shoot the first shot on the beat, but we're already kind of synced up okay. So he's gonna shoot on the clap. So you just wanna do the same thing you did with the first beat, and just add velocity points on each side and in the middle, and then set to 300%. So see, he shoots right on the clap. Go on to your next beat, velocity point middle, 3-4 frames, do the same thing, 300%. Now you want to make sure you have it kind of consistent. You can take your time on it. You want to have it consistent, how long you want the speed along with the other beats. So you kind of want to have the same thing, just like pretty much copied over. Which there is a way you can do that. I'm not going to go in depth on how to do that. I might do that in another tutorial. So yeah, that looks pretty good so far. Go ahead and go on your next beat and do the same thing, and you just want to keep going down the line. I'm kind of just eyeballing it, but you can make sure to take your time. It'll look way better, trust me. Let's go ahead and look. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now if you like right here, he just finished the shot, and so you don't really have to speed it up at certain parts, because if you like he's about to shoot him right here, so it'd be better if you just leave this alone and then just set forward 300% here, and that'll make it way better.
I got in one little fight since I was 17. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight in my mom.
We'll go ahead and speed this up just so that it flows a little bit better. You don't have to, like I did with here, but we're gonna go ahead and just, you know, kind of see how this plays out if we just do it to every single beat, which is usually how I do it. And then I usually just automatically sync it all up like I'm doing now, and then mess with the fades, and I'll talk about that in a minute, and you know, kind of adjust it to make it flow with the song and the clip better. I usually just start off with this so far, and then I go back and go through it. But we're just gonna keep going. Remember, if this helped you, make sure to leave a like, and if you want more tutorials, just make sure to comment down in the description what you want. I would love to hear it. Gives me better ideas, and it also will be higher in demand. If you see a tutorial that you want that's already posted, already commented, make sure you just rate it, and then I can be able to see it easier, and it'll make it way better. So yeah, we're just keep on going, and yes, you have to do it manually. There's no way you can do it automatic. I've seen it, people comment that before on other people's channels, like, oh, you have to go through the whole song, the whole clip. That'll take forever. And yes, it does take a while. Editing takes a very long time. It really depends on what you're editing. If you're editing a montage, then it will take a long time, depending on, you know, your knowledge of the program and what you're doing and stuff. If you're just beginning, short edits will take a while, and they might take hours and hours and on end. But you'll get better, and it'll work out. So okay, right here, right. So we're gonna go ahead, and it doesn't exactly see, like, he doesn't shoot until right here, so it kind of just speeds up him just like zooming in, and then it doesn't really do anything. So we're gonna just take this one at the beginning and drag it over. What that does, it gives this section, oh crap, it gives this section a like it makes it speed up faster so that it can kind of sync up better. Yeah, see, that looks way better. And see, look, it's the same thing here. Look, she doesn't shoot him until after it's sped up. So we're gonna go ahead and just take this one at the beginning and drag it all the way over. And if you select right here on the point, and then you just drag it all the way over until you see him shoot, yeah, right there, 50%, and so I'm not gonna sync up the rest of this because I'm pretty sure you guys get the idea. But we'll just go ahead. And pre-render this whole thing. If you want to pre-render it, just go to this top here, and you'll get these like double arrow thing underneath your mouse cursor, and just hold left click and drag all the way over. Select this whole thing, click Shift B, and you'll pre-render it. And we're going pretty fast with the pre-render just because there's no effects and there's no, like, you know, anything intense. But let's go ahead and check this out. Just press enter to play. So some of those shots are off, but just like I did with this one, just select the marker and then take the one at the point at the beginning and just drag it over to the left. You can also, if you want it to kind of sync up better, that doesn't really work well. But another thing you can do is we'll go ahead and just split the clip here and then delete this part, and we're gonna go ahead and marker right here and then drag this all the way up. Now at the ends, what you can do is you can select a fast fade and then a slow fade, and then let's just go ahead and open up another wait, delete audio. Yeah, let's go ahead and open up another just for, I'm not gonna edit this whole thing, just for the sake of this tutorial. Let's just go ahead and open this one. And so when you're syncing up clips, you're gonna want to have to, like I did at the beginning, you're gonna have it like speed up at the beginning and then speed up at the end to flow in with the next clip. So you guys already know what to do. Point and then try with 30% or 300% fast, and you can see that kind of it speeds up and it flows much better. In Sony Vegas Pro 14, you can actually have the speed percentage all the way up to 1000%. And I might be doing some tutorials on that, just because like you can make it flow better. But this looks pretty good right now. If you want it to flow better, you can also just like this isn't really a great way to do it, but you can just split it and then speed it up a little bit at the end, and then well, that'll be before you do that, but we'll just press Control Z and undo that. But that is pretty much it on the syncing tutorial. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and comment what the next tutorial you want will be, and you know, whatever is highest in demand, I'll make sure to do that next. The next tutorial I'm going to be doing is probably a gun effects, sound effects tutorial, so make sure you look out for that. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you want more content. Make sure to check out the Rising Clan, put them in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.